What is poppin'? DeFi Technologies. What an insane performer it's been in the past year and a bit. Stocks up 5,000%. Just absolutely ripping. If you bought this like late October last year and you held on to it now, just congratulations. Even if you bought it when I interviewed Russell Starr, that was back at like 67 cents. I believe it was around somewhere around this area in March. Congrats. Heck, if you bought this last week, congrats, because it's been a great performer. The stock's on a run. So I'm gonna go on a technical breakdown here and give you like my thoughts on what's going on. I think this stock can go a little bit higher, I think. And that is dependent on if we see like Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum really get going into 2025 or throughout 2025. I think DeFi will benefit from that. Again, DeFi is also going to benefit from a bunch of altcoins going up as well, which is, I think, a factor that not many people are kind of paying attention to. So from a technical perspective, what I'm looking at on DeFi is just a simple 5-wave move, right? So here we have wave 1. Now in let me correct that. We have wave 1 here, and in wave 1, after wave 1, we have this correction, and it gives us this triangle pattern, right? So we have this ascending triangle pattern going on, and then we start the third wave rally. The third wave rally brings us up to here, and now again we have a similar pattern, an ascending triangle pattern, twice in a row, right? Wave 2 and wave 4 are in this ascending triangle pattern, and now what we're seeing is wave 5. Okay, what can we expect out of a wave 5, right? So what I'm expecting, right? Again, typically these stocks are going to move in 3s or 5s, like an ABC correction, or maybe it'll be a 1 2 3 4 5 move. Like here it looks pretty simple, right? There's your 5 moves, right? Sometimes it's that easy to point out. Wave 3 was a strong 1 2 3 4 5 move. Okay, when we're looking at the correction standpoint, I like to point out patterns instead of using like an A, B, C correction. Sometimes it's not that easy, right? So we're going to delete all this stuff out of the way. But as we look at these waves 2 and waves 4, you're going to notice that there's pretty obvious patterns going on, right? Here we have some sort of a resistance point, a downward trend line, maybe you want to say, or you could look at it as a triangle type of pattern going on here. Essentially, that was what's going on in wave 2. And in wave 4, it's pretty much the same thing. You have this one point and a strong trend line that gets a reaction. And here we have the lower trend line, which is giving us this like kind of a triangle type of scenario, triangle type pattern. So in this next wave up, what I'm expecting is that, there's going to be some strong moves, right? Here we have maybe wave 2 here. I think wave 3, 4, and 5 is going to take us somewhere in the $15 to $16 range, maybe higher. But that's what I'm looking for on this stock. I think we get a strong move. Maybe we see a little bit of a correction here, and we continue higher until we get to a point. This stock's it's gonna be very clearly overbought at some point, right? Whether this happens by March, April, May, June, July of next year, we don't know exactly, but having a move like this is always something to be, aware of. Like if this were to go 20,000%, there's going to be a long period of consolidation afterwards, similarly to November 2021 and October 2023. So that's the breakdown. I'm bullish on DeFi. I like the whole concept. I like what they're doing as a company, and they're making things a lot more interesting. Interesting in terms of like acquiring new companies or investing in good opportunities from a venture capitalist standpoint. Again, they're starting to essentially the Bitcoin reserve, the Solana reserve. Like they're doing all the right things in this space. They got the trading desk. They have the ETFs and the fees that they generate from the ETFs. A Nasdaq uplisting would, also aid into, more exposure, more capital flowing into the stock. Overall, I think the way the market's positioned, the crypto market, BTC, ETH, Sol, I think DeFi is in a great spot, and there's potential for a monumental run across the board, but DeFi included as well. So that's the breakdown, guys. Peace.